Hi, thanks for joining me today. My name is Samantha Flannery, and today we're going to do a strategic analysis on Belden Incorporated. I've worked there for the past 4 years in a variety of brands and on different business units. So I'm looking forward to showing some of their strategic challenges and the recommendations that I have for the brand. So first things first, Belden was established in 1902 in Chicago, Illinois by Joseph C. Belden. Right now they have about 9,000 employees across the globe, and they do about $2 billion a year worth of revenue. Their main headquarters is in St. Louis, Missouri, but they also have key offices across Canada, inside of different cities within the US, Europe, Latin America, and also within the EMEA market. They are currently comprised of 14 brands, including themselves. So they have other 13 brands with outside themselves that they have acquired throughout the past few decades. So the different brands that they have are Alpha Wire, Garrett Com, Gepco, Hirschman, Lumberg, Mohawk, OTN Systems, Polaron Cable, PPC, Think Logical, Tofino Security, Tripwire, and West Penn Wire. And their overall mission statement is that Belden connects and protects organizations worldwide with the industry's most complete suite of end-to-end networking solutions. They also have a very sound establishment of core values, and we'll get into that within the next slide. So like I said, Belden has some pretty relevant core values, and they have them threefold. So they expect their employees, customers, and shareholders to live up to these core values. And the core values are: customers define our success, we play to win, continuous improvement is our way of life, we reach for greatness, we succeed together through teamwork, and we invest in talent. And as an employee inside of Belden, we are held accountable to these, and they are included in our yearly review. We also receive awards when we excel in one or more of these different values because Belden deems these to their success. So they definitely integrate them into their brand and into their businesses as they hold people that are tied to them accountable. So Belden is also within 5 product segments. They're within the broadcast solutions, enterprise and industrial connectivity solutions, industrial IT solutions, and networking security solutions. So right now they manufacture cables and components for all these different product segments within their different business units. So Belden has a functional organizational structure, and their business is broken down into 2 business units: smart buildings and industrial automation. Each of these business units are led by an executive vice president who report to a CEO. Julie is the executive vice president for smart buildings, and Ashish is the executive vice president for industrial automation. And underneath them, they have a variety of general managers and VPs. So they have VPs of operation, products, finance, legal, human resources, strategy, and sales and marketing within their respective business unit. And then underneath the VPs are also a variety of managers and specialists that report to all of them within that particular business unit. So the strengths is that within this current structure, the team reports directly to the CEO on both sides. And they are the CEO leads the company through goals, finances, and strategies. So the strategies within the business fall under this separate business units, and it all comes up to the CEO. Our current CEO was actually established last year in early of 2020, and our former CEO is now the chairman of the board. So they work closely together to defining the strategies and making sure we're hitting our goals and financial objectives. The weaknesses to this structure is that when a project falls, that's for the business as a whole. Sometimes they overlap the business units, and the knowledge is lacking on one side of the business unit. If you have only worked for smart buildings and you have to learn about the industrial side, it can kind of take a long time to work through that project because you don't have knowledge as the business as a whole, because it falls into 2 business units. So core competencies, Belden likes to provide quality and cabling, manufacturing, and bundling. So moving forward, Belden hopes to transition this core competency to being a solutions provider. So right now they are known for cabling and bundling, and moving forward, they'd like to be known for providing solutions. So that means different accessories and components that go with the different cabling. And as they transition into the future, they're looking to move away from what they've been known for in the previous decades, to providing more of what the customer needs as technology grows. They're also known for innovation. Innovation is a large part of Belden because they're always looking to develop products that are needed within the market, especially because they're technology based. It changes so much so frequently that being a part of innovation keeps them very successful as a brand. And last but not least, product quality. Belden is highly known for their quality cabling and components. Customers know when they're buying Belden, they're getting 25 plus year warranties. They're highly spec products. Engineers and architects are looking for them when they're installing different stadiums and different colleges. They want to put in Belden products because they're known for quality and they won't have to redo an installation. Also, we provide top quality engineering, so they know that they're getting a quality cable that's going to work for them and meet all the needs of that particular project. So Belden has 3 strategic challenges that I found. First and foremost, they relate to the game when it came to increasing products for digital support. So other competitors were able to develop products quicker and more effectively. And now Belden is looking to increase products to support digital technology and expand, especially in the data center market. So because they relate to the game this year, throughout the 2 business units, we are looking to expand our campaigns to support fiber, data centers, and industrial automation. So there's a significant push this year to meet these 3 key areas, and if that initiative doesn't fall within them, it's not getting as much focus, and that pulls away with other areas of the business that are also beneficial. So looking to probably stay more ahead of the game when it comes to developing products, and we'll get into that when it comes to research and development. So Belden does invest less money into research and development compared to some of its competitors. And therefore, they go to market later than some of their competitors who found things and have invested that money beforehand. They also tend to not have much success with products outside of their core products and business. So they have expanded into other businesses and other core areas recently, but have not seen much success. So investing more money into research and development will probably be beneficial to the brand. Also, Belden doesn't have a current large share of market when it comes to the global sector. We are involved globally into a lot of different areas, but they compete with many more brands overseas, and we have a smaller share of market when it comes to some of our competitors. 5 forces analysis. When it comes to suppliers, this is a very low factor. Belden has a wide range of suppliers, and their only threat is that when they have elements and materials, the increase in price that increases for our customers. As far as threat as entry goes, this is a very moderate threat. Many small customers have entered in the market in recent years in other businesses, and they have expanded to include more product breadth. So although the threat of entry is moderate, it's not as high as powers of the buyer. So buyers have the ability to purchase products from a variety of competitors that have quality products. So trying to stand out in the marketplace is a big part of Belden's initiatives because we want to be seen better than some of our competitors who have a larger share of market. So this is probably the highest force that impacts Belden the most. The threat of substitutes is a pretty moderate force. There are low-cost substitutes available, but engineers and architects for large projects want to spec companies like Belden because they know they're getting a good quality product. And they're not going to have to try and do a reinstall of installation because that can be very costly. And as far as competitive rivalry, this is extremely high within the technology market. So rivals amongst existing competitors is a force that drives the most pressure for Belden. We have 4 large competitors, and they have very stiff competition when it comes to product lines that draw on the most margin for customers. So fiber, data centers, we compete a lot with very large competitors to try and stand out within the marketplace. When it comes to the Pastels analysis, political factors, there are a lot when it comes to pricing. And we did see some challenges with the tariffs that occurred in 2020 and 2019 and trying to receive some of our products that we need for manufacturing. Economic factors, increasing labor costs is one, and then with how the economy has been within the technology market, cutting costs and the restructuring that they had in 2020 was a big impact for the brand. Social factors, they have a variety of businesses across the globe, so always being making sure that we're following social regulations for those different businesses. And then moving on to technology, there is a large push when it comes to technology, and customers are looking for faster connections with greater bandwidth. So technology factors play a large part into Belden. As far as environmental factors go, providing effective products to reduce pollution. So we have a lot of products that help the environment, such as our low smoke, zero halogen products. We also have wet location products, and these are supposed to help environmental things. So when it's installed, it's the fumes that come out of it don't increase pollution in certain areas. Legal factors, we do have cybersecurity products that go into different government agencies, so we have to be very cognizant of those. And then there are regulations in markets for many products, such as our fire alarm cable. Our products have to be able to meet the standards in order for them to be able to be installed. Otherwise, it legally falls back on us if we provide a faulty cable. So legal factors is important when there's a lot of regulation within a certain cabling component. SWOT analysis, strengths. Belden is a very strong brand, and customers know that they're getting quality products from us. We are a top engineering solutions brand, and we're known for our innovation. We're a strong dealer community, and we have a lot of different distributors that come to us and are very important to us. So we invest a lot of time and money into them. We're also known for a high level of customer satisfaction, and we see that year over year. With our customer surveys. We have a lot of loyal customers that come back to us because they know they're going to get good quality products from us. When it comes to weaknesses, we invest a lot less in research and development than some of our top competitors, and we tend to have limited successes outside of our core brand. And we need to invest more into technologies and market products to differentiate ourselves better so that we stand out more to customers. Opportunities are that we can focus more on new trends in the marketplace and work on capturing new customers when it comes to online channels, since buying everything online has been increasing within recent years. And also opening up new market segments when it comes to government agreements, because that is establishing those contracts can be very beneficial for the brand. Threats is imitation of low quality and counterfeit products. So with the Amazons of the world, making sure that we stand out so that customers don't try to find low quality products for a cheaper price. Also, continued intense competition and increasing numbers of players within the industry is a huge threat to Belden. So trying to differentiate themselves and making sure that they have a strong brand that customers know that they can come to. Also, the increasing cost of raw materials is hurting profits, and then we're having to increase prices for our customers. We actually had 2 price increase in 2020, and that was a large component to Belden. So trying to keep profits in check for customers so that they're not having to outpocket a lot of funds in order to buy our products. So my strategic recommendations for Belden is investing more into research and development, so we can stick out more when it comes to our competitors and differentiate ourselves. Also, differentiating ourselves within the global economy so that it can help increase our business. We do have a good presence globally, but we mostly have a lot of our customers within the North American market, so establishing ourselves a little bit more in the global sector will help increase profits overall. Also play significance on corporate culture. Last year they had a lot of layoffs, and therefore the bandwidth had reduced across the board for employees. And burnout was something that was discussed a lot. So focusing on corporate culture and making sure that they're keeping employees top of mind. And then last but not least, hitting financial goals and keeping their stock prices higher in 2021. Stocks fell a little bit lower than normal last year due to COVID and some of the different economic factors. So making sure that they're hitting their financial goals and keeping the stock prices high to keep shareholders high. So thank you very much, and that is the end of my strategic analysis.